I just want to say, I've watched your ministry grow. I've seen you always, all of y'all have always given 100%. And I just want to just jump right into what it feels like to have a number one hit. And tell us about the song.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Terrell. I saw More Than Friends. It's a song that was given to us by a producer, Steve Cooper, and songwriter.
Yeah.
And it's self-explanatory. You know, it lets us know that God is more than a friend.
Right.
You know, He's everything that we need and more. He's more like a brother, closer than a best friend. And you know, we have to be thankful to know that God is just more than a friend. And also, the second question you asked was,
how's it feel?
How does it feel? I mean, I can't even describe how I feel right now. I can't describe how it feels, because, you know, when God really shows you that, you know, He is God, that He never forgets you, you know, the favor of God, He do us in a pool of favor, you know, down through the years. He drenched us in nothing but favor, mercy, and grace and blessings. And just to see, you know, all of the artists that we grew up on, you know, to see us in that circle right now, you know, it's just amazing to see that. And like you said, like we have been doing this for a while now, for over 10 years, for about 11 years now. And I remember we met at Lee Michaels Summit. How do I feel right now about number one? I mean, I can't even describe it. I'm just happy and thankful to God. But this is just the beginning for me.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that, because your ministry has proven that you guys have, when I say stay in power, I don't just mean in gifting and talent. Y'all really do love the Lord. You can see that. And I tell people all the time, what you do for Christ will last. And you've always been the energy. You know, a lot of times I was talking to another artist, and we were talking about, a lot of times people say, well, I don't want to entertain. Well, no one's going to watch if you're not doing some type of fun entertainment. No one wants to see you stand there in one spot. Only person that could get away with that was, I think it was Lee Williams. He's the only one that can stand in one spot and do that. But you guys have always brought your best to the table. And that is something to be commended. I want to ask you, when you're thinking about the journey and all the things that you have had to go through, a lot of times people see you now, you got a number one hit, but they don't always know the story, the backstory behind that, how it wasn't always, you know, fun and games. There were disappointments. Tell us about those times when it wasn't all the glitz and the glamour that people see now.
Yeah, people definitely don't see the late night rehearsals, the late night studio sessions. You know, I mean, going home at 2 a.m, waking up, having to go catch the bus to go to school. I mean, it's been a long journey, you know, but shout outs to our producer and our CEO, Bishop Cooper, and Steve Cooper, for staying on us. You know, we have strong men in our lives who teach us how to, you know, go on the right path, you know, kept us in school while we were singing. That wasn't a question. Getting out of school, you know, dropping out of school, we wasn't doing that, you know, but I appreciate these two men of God, because, you know, these guys made our dreams come true, you know, with the help of God, you know. But yeah, people don't see, you know, the late night things and the struggles and the grind, but you know, God has it to as people are starting to see, you know, the number ones and, you know, the different things that's happening for the group Fire. But, you know, God's just truly blessing us.
And also, you know, the biggest thing, we're independent artists. You know, so on that part of the end, you know, like Juwan said, we got to give credit to where it's due and honor where it's due. Bishop Cooper, the CEO of Jet Records, he kept us up as if we was on a major label. And, you know, we want to thank him, because people don't understand how hard it is for independent artists to push through the industry. Realistically, we can be transparent. It's hard for independent artists to push through the industry. But we thank God on today. We count it all victory that Group Fire is number one.
I have to give Steve a shout out, because him and I have had some heated fellowship together. Okay. But what I love about Steve, when I say that, I mean in the most positive way. Steve, you know, a lot of times in this industry, everyone, including myself, we don't always see the vision. I mean, we're not God. We don't always see what's coming. And a lot of times we've got a lot of things that we're doing, dealing with a lot of different talent, that it's their moment at the time. So sometimes I remember there was an artist said that God had him hid, because this particular artist, I won't call his name right now, but he became several number one hits. But I remember a lot of times we didn't see him at that time. But he didn't take that personal. And that's what I love about you guys. You didn't take the rejection personal. You kept at your craft. You knew God was going to come through. You didn't know when it was going to happen, but you kept moving. So many people give up. They get despondent. They get discouraged. They don't feel as though they're getting the right props. How did you overcome the temptation to, or was there ever a temptation to say, you know what? I know we can sing better than that group or that one. Why aren't we getting the attention? Tell us how you dealt with that.
Well, honestly speaking, if we're going to talk about that, you know, it has to go back to the foundation that was brought up on.
That's right.
Because the Group Fire is blessed to have men in our lives, real men of God, and men that live what they preach. And it's because we have Bishop Cooper and my dad, Steve Cooper. I'm sorry, Bishop Cooper is my grandfather, and my dad, Steve Cooper, in our lives. You know, they taught us so much.
Right.
They taught us that, you know, they taught us things about the business. They taught us things about music, you know, and everybody in the business not for you. The same way you want to have people that love you, there's going to be people that just don't like you. Right. There's going to be people that don't want to help you. There's going to be people that want to help you, you know, just expect different types of people but don't stop what you do. You know, keep it pushing.
And to piggyback on what he said, we just love singing. Before there was any, you know, business involved and albums involved, we just love being together and we just love singing in church. You know, that was a gift that God gave us and we wanted to give it back to him. So besides any of the accolades and number ones and CDs and albums, that's a blessing that God has given us. But besides all that, we just love singing.
And to comment on when you said the artist was hid, you know, it goes back to what we were taught. His ways are not our ways. And his thoughts are not our thoughts. You know, so, you know, Group Fire being, you said you knew about us, but God's timing is the best time.
That's right.
So if he doesn't want you to be out there yet, he's going to wait until the time come to plug you in. Mm-hmm. So we're grateful on today.
Right.
Let me just say, one of the things that I found that I never forgot about you guys is that you were respectful. You were always respectful, always kind, always projected yourself as young men of God. I can say that because I saw it. I experienced it. Y'all made a video for me that I still have. I don't know if you remember that. And it meant a lot to me. Y'all called me auntie. I felt special. These handsome young men calling me auntie. But I just want to say to the world, to the public, those that are listening, keep your eyes on this group. Because, you know, as I have often said, what you do for Christ will last. I want to talk a little bit more about the writing and the production. Tell us a little bit about who does the writing. How do you come up with all these awesome songs and the music? Talk to us.
Steve Cooper.
That's the man right there.
That's all I got to say. But, you know, Steve Cooper, he's written our first album, our second album, and now our third album. He's actually has allowed us to put our hands into the music, this album, us being co-producers. So I appreciate him for that, you know, but he has written all our material. I can't wait for the world to really hear what he has going on, because he's a great, you know, producer and a great artist, great trainer and mentor. So Steve Cooper is the man.
Right. And another thing I want to piggyback off of that, you know, I'm not just, you know, happy for, you know, what God is doing for Group Fire, but I'm happy for what he's doing for Steve Cooper.
Yeah, man. Yes.
My dad and Bishop Cooper, because they've been in the game for so long. Yeah. They've been faithful.
Long time.
They've been working hard. And, you know, it's just overwhelming. It's a good feeling to see, you know, they're happy.
Yes.
So all their hard work paid off.
Yes.
I'm so happy for my dad. My dad and I and my grandfather. It's their season. It's my father's season. And just be on the lookout for more from Steve Cooper.
See, but
what
makes me more excited though is the fact that they're more happy for us.
Right.
Than they are.
And I get to see it both ways. I get to see I've heard how when you talk about someone that love and believe, not just love because these are my kids, Steve was like, let me tell y'all something. Right. These young men are going to be the best thing that ever happened in gospel music. When you have someone that's behind you that really truly believes that, they're not going to take no for an answer.
Yeah.
And I do want to ask you all to talk about, and I know you're gonna say, Steve, the dance moves. I love the the whole, come, the young man in the back. Tell us about the dance moves.
Well, yeah, you just hit it on the head, Steve Cooper. He's our choreographer. Let me tell you, he's our choreographer, our vocal trainer. All the mannerisms that you said we have, he's the catalyst for all of that.
That's right.
And you know, he teaches us.
Yeah.
You have to stand out. You know, nothing against anybody, like you said. When you sing and you have to, you know, do extra if you want to be an entertainer as well. You know, so he produced everything into the group Fire so that we can give to you guys.
Okay.
You know, with the choreography.
That's right.
We in rehearsal and he like, I came up with this move, do this, you know, do this. And it's your job as an artist and as a student of him to produce for him, you know. So we're grateful for Steve Cooper, man.
Yeah, he's our Joe Jackson.
Now let me ask you guys this. You all are young, y'all look good, y'all out there with the young ladies, and I know they be feeling the spirit, but they might be feeling something else. How do you all keep everything in perspective as you minister to your generation? And just share with me what you want your message to be.
Well, we was taught that, you know, if you want God to bless you, you know, you have to be real about ministry. And, you know, of course, along the way, yes, it has been countless of, you know, I'll be honest with you, it's been girls, you know. That,
I
know. And my dad and my grandfather always told us it's going to be that, you know, it's going to be more. Right. And, you know, just to be, exactly. But be disciplined, stay focused. Know what you're doing this for. This is for the kingdom of God and nothing else. So, I mean, like, you know, that comes with it. But, you know, we're going to stay rooted and grounded to what we do.
Yeah.
You know?
Praise God. Let me ask you all this, because I can keep you all on. Y'all are just so adorable. I could just keep you on.
We want to stay with you.
You are welcome. And y'all know I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you again. We're going to follow this ride with you. I want to ask if you ever thought about movies. You know, right now we're in a situation where things are shifting and people are, you know, adding to their craft and what they do. I think you guys would, you know, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm a visionary too. Have you ever thought about that?
I want to be on my Denzel one day. I do.
Okay.
I want to be on my Denzel. And I can say this for everybody here. We're characters. Like, if you really get to know who we are.
I can tell.
Like, if you really get to know who we are, besides the group just as, you know, people, you know, we're fun guys, you know, like, and everybody in this group has their own character. And actually in our church, we so active in our church. Yeah. And we do plays, you know, we do plays for our church banquet. For Black
I did not know that. I did
not. Yeah. We actually do plays, like scripts and everything. We have to remember the script.
Wow. I promise I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I mean, acting is definitely something that can happen down the line for the group Fire. So, you know, you never know.
Actually,
y'all heard it right here on Daily Praise TV. I'm telling you, I see it. I will say this in closing out the interview, because I could just stay here with y'all all day. Y'all just so easy to talk to. If you had a message for the young people right now that, you know, many of them have missed their proms, they've missed, you know, this is a time in y'all life where, you know, you're coming into yourself and, you know, you can't do very much with a pandemic. What would you say to them to encourage them with your music? Is there a particular song? And as you give me this explanation, recommend a song in relation to your comment.
Well, the song that I thought about was Again. You know, if he did it before, he can do it again. Yeah. And the song, that's one of our songs. Again, was also a song that charted on Billboard at number 17. It has blessed many people. It still is blessing. You know, we just want to encourage the young folk and let them know that, you know, trouble won't last always. That's it. Trouble don't last always. You know, I have a little sister and a little brother that's in school right now. Actually, my brother, he's a senior in high school, and, you know, he can't graduate. Well, he's going to graduate, but the proms and everything else was taken away from him. You know, but just stay rooted and grounded, young folk. Know that trouble won't last always, and God we're gonna get the glory out of this.
Yeah.
I want to hear from you guys too.
I mean, he said it best, but the song for me would be More Than Friends. The song that's out right now, you know, basically the message speaks for himself. We talking about God here, you know, God being more than a friend. So anytime you're feeling lonely, look up to God and, you know, talk to God, you know. That's one man who you would never have to worry about your business getting out there. You know, when you talk to God, he keeps it with them. So, you know, just go to God. You know, a lot of times I like to reflect on myself, you know. A lot of times if you put God first, he won't put you last. And a lot of people think about the American dream. And I like to call it the reality of putting God first. So, you know, when you put God first, he won't put you last.
That's powerful.
To the youth, a song that come to mind is He Will Answer. You know, that's on our last project, He Will Answer Your Prayer. You know, it goes back to what you said earlier and with the timing thing. Just because you prayed on something today, it might not happen tomorrow. You just hold on a little longer.
That's right.
It's going to come through. And, you know, just to the youth, you know, be leaders. You know, the Group Fire want to promote being a leader for tomorrow because the new generation is coming in fast. And we just want to promote through our music. It's time for us to stand up and be leaders. We see what's happening in the politics and we see what's happening in the world. We can't ignore it. So we just want to promote leadership on today from the Group Fire.
And we're not trying to make it, you know, just about us. But if you follow us on social media, we like to communicate with our fans, even on our live. When we go live on Facebook and Instagram, we like to talk to the people. You know?
And I want to give you the opportunity as we get ready to close out the interview, which I don't want to do. I want you to share with my viewers everywhere they can connect with you on social media. So this would be an appropriate time to do so. So let us know.
Introduce yourselves, man. Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Terrell.
It's your nephew Juwan.
It's your brother Tajon and your cousin Al.
Well, Tajon, he's a little bit under the weather, but he's here with us, and he would love to be here right now if he could. But this is your boys, the Group Fire.
Yeah.
And you can follow us on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at the Group Fire. Yeah. You can also visit our webpage, theofficialgroupfire.com. You know, connect with your boys. Oh yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Group Fire. More Than Friends on all digital outlets. Go get that thing, y'all.
Right now, y'all. Thank you so much, Group Fire. And it's been a pleasure. Again, I'm going to have you back. We're going to catch up with what you guys are doing. And just make sure you know, from me to you, from humility to Group Fire, I am so proud of you all, and I'm so excited for your success, and I'm looking for more to come. So, and in closing, I do want you to give a shout out to the radio people that you know have helped to support you. I want to give you an opportunity to do that.
Yeah, we can never forget the radio people. Big shout outs to all of the radio angels around the world, in the country. Thank you so much for playing our music. We really appreciate you. This couldn't have happened without you. You know, and humility. Thank you so much for having us on here.
Since day one.
Thank you for, you know, always, you know, hitting us up and, you know, sharing your love, man. We really appreciate that.
Thank you. All right. It's a wrap, y'all. Thank you so much.